Let us consider the note from the PDF. Universal SIP registers. A bidirectional SIP register is a registers that can capable of transferring data in only unidirectional SIP register is a registers that can capable of transferring data in only one direction. Whereas a register that is capable of transferring data in both left and right direction is called bidirectional SIP registers. Now we have a registers that can capable of transferring data in both shift right, shift left along the necessary input and output terminal for parallel transfer, that is called SIP registers with parallel load or universally SIP registers. We have registers which can capable to transfer data in both shift right, left along the necessary input and output terminal for parallel transfer. Then it is called parallel load or universal SIP registers. This is the diagram or implementation of universal SIP registers. There are four marks. Marks mean multiplexer that has many input and one output. There are four marks. Four marks. Each marks consists of 4:1 because we have to design 4-bit universal circuit. 4 into 1. So 4 into 1 marks mean there are 4 input, 1 output, and there are 2 selected line because 4:1 mean 2 square mean 2 select line is required. All marks are connected to S0 S1, that is S0 and S1 is mark here. S0 and S1 is connected through the line, and there are 4 input 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3, and there is a D implementation D flip flop. There are 4 D flip flop. The output of the marks is connected to the D. Output of the marks connected to D. Every output of the marks is connected to D. There is a single clock cycle is there. Clock cycle is there. That is synchronous clock. Clear for IC's requirement. Clear is there, and these are the output of A1, A0, A1, A2, A3. This is the parallel output. And every marks consists of 4 input 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3. Each input are connected in this way. 0 transferred to this output of A0. Here 0 again transferred to output of A1. 0 transferred to output of A2. Here every 0 is transferred to output of the A3. Now the 1 is for serially. One is this one is for this A3. One is for serial input for shift right. This one, and this one is connected to 0 to 1. This one is connected 0 to 1. This one is connected 0 to 1. Consecutive 0 and 1 is connected by the where 0 and 1. And the 2 there is a 2 is forwarded to the output, as well as 0 connection here. 2 is forwarded to the output of every flip flop. Here 2 is forwarded to the next output of the A2. Here 2 is forwarded to the next output of the A1. A2 is forwarded to the next output of the A0. In this way, the output are connected, and there is remaining one there. Here, first one is used for serial input for right shift, and this 2 is used for serial input for shift left. So this is the complex concept. You have to try this diagram. এটা একটু কমপ্লেক্স, বাট তোমরা ফার্স্ট অফ অল মার্কস রেখে নেবে। মার্কসের 4টে ইনপুট দেবে, সিলেক্ট লাইনটা কানেক্ট করবে। এবার আউটপুটগুলো মার্কসের সব ডি এর সাথে কানেক্টেড হবে। ডি থেকে আউটপুটটা বেরিয়ে যাবে, ক্লিয়ার সিনক্রোনাস ক্লক পালস অ্যাপ্লাই করা হবে। এবার মেন কানেকশন যে কমপ্লিকেশন আইডিয়াটা সেখানটা হচ্ছে মনে রাখবে, এক্সট্রিম যেটা আমি A3 করছি এমএসবি বিট, সেখানে A1 এ আমি সিরিয়ালি রাইট এর শিফটে অ্যাপ্লাই করছি, আর এদিক থেকে যে এলএসবি করছি সেখানে আমরা সিরিয়ালি লেফট শিফট অ্যাপ্লাই করছি 2 নম্বর পজিশনে। আর প্রত্যেকের জিরো আমরা আউটপুটে চলে যাচ্ছি। এভরি জিরো গোজ টু দ্য আউটপুট অফ দ্য মার্কস, and 0 or 1 connected. Consecutive marks are connected 0 1 0 1 0 1, and these are 2 is moved to the next marks, next output of the flip flop. So this is a complex diagram, but এটা তোমরা প্র্যাকটিস করলে এটা কমপ্লিট আঁকতে পারবে। এটা ইউনিভার্সাল শিফট registers that can capable to transfer data in both shift right and left along with necessary input and output terminal for parallel transfer. That's why it is known as parallel load also. Universal shift, it can shift left right as well as parallel transfer. These are the working shift. This is the working of shift right control to enable the shift right operation of serial input and output lies as associated with the shift right. Shift left control to enable the shift left operation. Shift left and shift right are two control lines are there in the MSB bit. There is a shift right in the one first positions, and in the second position there is a LSB bit. There is a shift left two position second position. This is for shift left or right. Parallel load control to enable the parallel transfer in the N input line associated with the parallel transfer. There is a parallel line. Clear is controlled to the clear register to 0. Clear is basically IC for integrated circuit. It is used. CLK for synchronize all operation. That is a control state that leave that information to the registers unchanged even the clock pulse are continuously applied. The operations there is a mode control S0 and S1 when S0 and S1 is 0 there is no change. When it is 0 equal to 0 S1 equal to 1 then there is a shift right, because at that moment the that is equal to 1, that is one line is activated. The 0 1 is the one line is activated here. The one line is activated next. Here and the operation is consider the operation here 0 no changes there. For 0 1 shift right is there, for 1 0 shift left, and for 1 1 parallel load. For 0 the microprocessor 0 number pin is activated. For 0 1 number pin is activated. For 2 that is right shift left is activated, and 1 1 for parallel load. In 1 1 when it occur 1 1 the 3 line is activated, that is the third line is activated parallel in. The third line is parallel inputs. That's why when it is 1 1 when it is 1 1 when you put 1 1 the third line is activated. Third line is transferred to the output devices and it moves to the parallelly out, so it moves to the D. When the it is 0 0 then it is remain unchanged. For when it is 1 that is 0 1, that's when it's 0 1 it's left, the one position is activated, that is shift right occur. When it 2 it is shift left is occur, and when 3 that's parallel. So it can be easily constructed. These are the mode control of the universal shift register. So this is the universal shift register that is used to shift left, right, and parallel load also. These are the mode operation of the microprocessor. This select line is very useful. This select line actually activate when we put 0 0 then 0 line is activated, no change. When it put 0 1 that is one line activated, that is right operation is done and transfer to D. When 1 0 is there, that is the here there no that is parallelly shift right left is operation, because there is a shift left is there. For 2 operation is shift left, and for 3 1 1 when you put 1 1 that is parallelly in parallelly out. Actually when we apply this select line, then the corresponding output transfer to the D. This is the basic concept of universal shift register. Now the ring counter. Ring counter, the counter is basically shift registers. Counter in shift registers are classified as 2 types: ring and Johnson counter. The ring counter, the shift registers counter in which the first flip-flop output will be considered the second one and the third one, and the last output is feedback to the first one. This is like a ring. Using JK flip-flop, you can again consider this one. There is a 2 JK applied JK flip-flop. In this case, negative edge triggering is applied. You consider this, there is a ring of first to D Q4 to D1, and there is ring Q4 to DJ1, Q4 to K1. This is the model of ring counter. And the state diagram, state table diagram consists of the ring counter, that is initially 0 state, then 1 0 1 is moved to the next flip flop, then again 1, and finally again back to 1. This is the ring. It's one moves like a ring. See, this is a sequence. For initially 1 0 0 1, next first clock pulse is applied 0 1 0 0, second one is 0 0 1 is shifted, third one is second one, and fourth one is 1 moved to this way continuously. This is the clock cycle, clock timing diagram. The clock cycle and the time clock pulse Q1 initially is there, that is 0 0 0 0, and then 1 is moved one by one, 0 1 0 0, then 0 0 1 0, and again 0 0 0 1. So this is the you have to see from the timing. These are the timing, but you have to see the vertically. Then you can observe that this is 0 0 0 0, all are 0 0. Here 0 1 0 0. From this from the sequence diagram, you can see that initially it is 0 0 1 0 0 0, initially 0 0, then 1 is moved 1 0 0 0, then 1 is transferred to the next 1 means 0 1 0 0, then 0 0 1, again 1 move third position, then 1 finally move to the fourth position, and again back to this way. So you can easily draw this diagram. Now the Johnson counter. Johnson counter is one of the twisted ring counter. It is like a twisted ring counter. The last flip flop, the Q bar is connected to the first flip flop instead of Q. This is the diagram of D using D flip flop. The Q bar is connected to the first flip flop. This twist ring, the Johnson counter, using D flip flop, and you can design using K also, JK also. This J is Q is connected to the K, and Q bar is connected to J. It is the construction of Johnson counter. Now the state diagram, that is 0 0, initially 0 0 0, then 1 move 0 1 0 0 0, 1 is again move 1 1 1 0, 1 transfer to 1 3 1 1 1 0, then complete 1, then finally twisted mean inverted output is there 0, then again 0 incremented, and in this way it occurred. That is twisted ring counter. You can design it. Sequence table, there is a sequence table. Finally initially that is 0 0 0 0, after clock pulse 1 is moved to this first position, then 1 is transferred to until all are 1, then move to 0, inverted 0. এটা জিরোটা মুভ করেছে কারণ এখানে আমরা ইনভার্টেড কপিটা ফার্স্ট নিয়ে গেছি, এবার জিরোটা থেকে আবার ব্যাক করে আসছে। I can draw the diagram also. So this one is simple concept. This sequence table is very useful to know the timing diagram. This is clock input is there initially 0 0 0, and according to time its return is 1, that is 1, then 1, but initially 0 0 0, then 1 0 0 0, then 1 1 0 0, then 1 1 1 1, again back to 0 0 0. 0 is moved to here, 0 here, 0 1 1 1, and 0 0 1 1, 0 0 0 1, and again this way moves to ring counter. These are the topics of counter from the registers. These are basically registers, and they are known as also counters. So this is the topics of ring counter, Johnson counter, and universal SIP register. Now let us consider the board. Finally, universal SIP registers, ring counter, and Johnson counter are done. These are different types of registers. Universal register, it operate on SIP right, left, and parallel in also, parallel load also. I will consider this wrong ring counter and Johnson counter. First of all, ring counter. It is one kind of registers that is designed with the help of D flip flop or JK. Suppose these are the D flip flop is D0, D0, D1, D2, D3, and these are the Q0, Q0 bar, Q1, Q1 bar, Q2, Q2 bar, Q3, Q3 bar, and there is a synchronous there is a synchronous clock pulse, and all are negative edge triggering flip flop, all are negative edge triggering flip flop. Negative means there is a bubble, and the out this input, first input is applied, then output move to the next one, and move next one, and then to a ring to the first one. So this is the ring counter using D flip flop. Now ring counter, you can design ring counter with JK also. You can design ring counter with the help of JK. These are the port JK, J0, K0, J1, K1, J0, K0, J1, K1, J2, K2, J2, K2, J3, K3, Q0, Q0 bar, Q1, Q1 bar, Q2, Q2 bar, Q3, Q3 bar, and negative edge trigger click clock is applied to each flip flop. Let's say first input is applied here, just transfer to this one, and you move to the again this J0. And finally K0 also, this first input is transferred to the next and transferred to K1 also. So this is known as ring counter, and the state diagram is simple. Initially 0 0 0 0, then it is 1 0 0 0, then one move to the next flip flop, the next one move to the third second flip flop, first one, second, third, and then 0 0 0 0 1, and finally one back to this. So this is the concept of zero is moving from every flip first to second, second to third, and so on. So this is the state table, and the sequence diagramming can be easily constructed as well as timing diagram. So this is ring counter. Now the Johnson counter. In case of Johnson counter, there is this inverted Johnson counter. That is Johnson counter is a twisted ring counter. Johnson counter you can design from the ring counter also. Same way you can design with the help of D, but the basic idea is the inverted copy of Q3. Last invert output is inverted copy is transferred to this twisted ring, and the basic concept is same. Similarly, using JK, you can design this also. The this copy is transferred to zero, and the cuber copy bar copy is transferred to the twist. The ring is twisted. This ring is here. The ring is twisted here. So that's why it is called twisted diagram or twisted ring counter. Or the state table is initially 0 0 0. Then first one is 1 0 0 0. Then one is moved to the second position 0 1 0 1 1 0 0. Then third 1 1 1 0. Then finally 1 1 1. When it complete 1 1 1, the inverted copy is transferred 0 1 1 1. Then 0 0 1 1. Then 0 0 to 3 0 1. Then again back to this way. So this is the state diagram of this twisted ring counter or Johnson counter. So in this video, I have discussed sequential universal shift registers that can perform shift right, left, and parallel load using the marks. There are four select line. There is four combination of select input. The two select line actually. There are four marks are there. Each marks are connected to the output. Output is connected to the D flip flop, and D is transferred to the output of parallelly. So there is a select line for 0 0 no change. For 0 1 there is a shift right, and for 1 0 shift left. And for 1 1 paralleling, that is paralleling to out. And this is the ring counter and Johnson counter. Ring counter is basically constructed with the help of D or JK. Just last output is back to the first, and twisted ring counter, the last inverted output is back to the first input of the D. So this is known as twisted ring counter. In this video, all I discussed now the topics is cover sequential or circuit design. All topics are covered. This is first from the first video to last video. This is the last video of the sequential circuit. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you. Best wishes.